During the 1850s, the Army was concerned about the limited water supplies available when traveling through the Southwest. Domestic animals struggled in the harsh environment, so a unique solution was proposed: camels. A small number were introduced to the U.S. Army. A caravan consisting of 25 of these camels stopped for water at El Morro in New Mexico. In 1983, the video game, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, received such horrendous reviews that the company buried 14 trucks worth of our e-products in an Alamogordo landfill, a surprisingly low-tech way to eliminate a problem. For a long time, this event was just a rumor. However, the products were dug up in 2014, and sales of the landfill games netted $37,000 for the city of Alamogordo. Nice. Blackjack Ketchum was a cowboy who founded an outlaw group called the High Five Gang. His rap sheet included offenses like murder and robbery. During a train robbery in 1897, his gang stole $60,000 in gold and silver, and, given inflation, that haul would equate to, well over $1 million today. Ketchum was the only individual in the state to ever be hung for train robbery. The law was deemed unconstitutional after his death. Although Ketchum was supposed to be killed by hanging, officials in the town of Clayton had never conducted one before, and botched it, decapitating the outlaw. During the 1960s, the government was trying to find peacetime uses for nuclear weapons. So, in December 1967, scientists placed a 13-foot-long nuke in a hole more than 4,000 feet below the surface of the ground, about 60 miles from Farmington. Then they set off this 29-kiloton device, that's almost twice as many kilotons as the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. Why? Because this was an attempt to increase gas and oil production through nuclear fracking. In 1975, Project Gas Buddy shut down due to high costs and its environmental impact. In 1848, the Treaty of Hidalgo put an end to the Mexican-American War. As a result, the border changed. People in the area, who wanted to retain Mexican citizenship, founded Mesilla, a little south of the new border. Unfortunately for them, the 1,853 Gadsden Purchase made Mesilla part of the United States. Speaking of Mesilla, back in 1871, both Republicans and Democrats wanted to hold rallies on the plaza on the same day. Each concluded a night spent drinking and discussing politics, with a march around the plaza. When the two parties ran into each other, events took a seriously ugly turn. During the ensuing brawls and gunfire, 9 men died, and at least 40 more sustained injuries. Soldiers from Fort McRae descended, but no one was ever prosecuted. How come? Because the judge, assigned to investigate, concluded that doing so was too hazardous to his health. This unsolved crime is a weird one. On July 3, 1929, a headless corpse was discovered inside the home of Arthur Manby, a controversial land speculator living in Taos. Some believed the body to be Manby's. However, others thought it likely that Manby faked his own death and escaped to Europe, where he was supposedly spotted. If that was indeed the case, whose body was left in Manby's house? It's now the building next to Doc Martin Restaurant, in the city of Taos, New Mexico. And finally, since Oryx were facing the threat of extinction in southern Africa, in 1969, the New Mexico Game and Fish Department set some free in White Sands Missile Range. The Oryx didn't care that their territory was supposed to be restricted to the missile range, and have been sighted as far away as West Texas. Here, they have no natural predators, so the oryx population is now in the thousands.